So, in this day and age, we're not fighting people anymore. We're fighting algorithms. So I have to talk a little cryptically, and I hope you guys understand. Most of you YouTube people already know how that is. Some of you people of mine that are my Facebook followers just understand that. So, I went to school at Virginia College for network technician. They got shut down for fraudulent activity, for charging people room and board. They got their second strike and got completely shut down. I was in my last semester. Before this happened, I wasn't attending at the time, but I had plans on coming back, but that was a year later before I found out that they'd closed down. So I have pretty good knowledge in technological aspects. There's a thing that Google Android, and Apple came out about talking about what I refer to as contact tracing. I said it correct. Contact tracing. It's conning technology tracing, in my opinion. In April, they sent out a forced update for a lot of people. You might not have known it happened, but it did happen probably while you were asleep, if I'm correct. The time that it did was like 3:53 in the morning. What it did was, for a lot of people on Android, well, not a lot, everybody on Android, I don't know, some phones, they cut the capability off altogether, but at least with mine, they left a functionality for people like me who like to do developer option on the phone. A back door, but I'd already done it, so it didn't hide anything. In order to get to this, you have to go to your settings, go to your about phone, and multiply click your build number. It'll set your phone into or activate the developer option or developer mode. If you back out, at least with my phone, it has a whole separate section for developer option. If you click on that and go inside of it, it now shows, which before it didn't, and I'll let you know the date that it did, which is kind of funny for me. Now in the developer option it says system tracing. That's scary. System tracing, that's the technical term. So, if you back out of that, and then go into your about phone, go into legal info, and then go into open source licenses, which is how programs work with a product key. It's the license, authority to operate. They ingrain this update. It's not really so much of an update, but a joke to you, the user. Now when you open up your open source thing, it says AMBS priv, P-R-I-V app, short for private app. AMBS stands for Anonymous Monitoring Backdoor System. They're able and legally allowed to take your cell phone data because you installed the update that had that ingrained inside of it, giving them permission to look in your phone. While I was at work today, I received a call from a private number asking me if I wanted to be a tech tracer, explaining to me the way it would work is that if somebody tests positive for the virus, the data gets passed on to you. You contact the person, coordinate with them where the tracing of who they came into contact with. The 6 feet is because the cell phones and devices ping off of towers. If you're closer together, it's harder to decipher if that ping belongs to that phone or that device or a different device within a group. The 6 feet ensures enough space that it can individually precisely track what device pinged what tower and what IP address it belongs to. I got the update on April 1st. To me, I see that as a joke. April 1st, April Fools. The fool, you're the fool, I'm the fool. The joke is that that wasn't an update. They're not gonna give you the option to voluntarily download the app, because in this time that they know that people wouldn't do that. Forcefully do it under people's noses. They don't know how to access this special thing to see this. Apple users altogether can't get into developer options anymore. That's the crazy thing. Obviously, I declined the call, or I declined the offer. They didn't tell me who they were. Again, it was a private number. I don't want somebody to do that to me, so I wouldn't do it to somebody. Point blank simple. I'm about peace and love and keeping that energy. This being said, we got played. They're tracking our every move. They're in our phones and we don't even realize it. It's time to wake up. And if you have information, contact me in the comments or my Facebook. My Facebook is Corey Gaines, CORREE Gaines, GAINES. Message me. Let's source together. Let's collaborate. And let's try to figure out the bigger picture.